Jen, I'm telling you, there's nothing open. Do you realize what time it is?
I know, Jason, but I just need a coffee, and I'm so nervous about the show today.
You're gonna be fine. You're a pro. This is what you do. Okay, there's Tim Hortons over there. Is that good enough?
Oh, okay, that's great. Do you have any money?
I do, but I was hoping to make a bet.
Oh.
Right, all right. Don't worry, I got you. This horse better not win. That's the case. You and I
He won't.
we're no longer friends. Straight ahead on Talkin' Horse Racing. The countdown to Queen's Plate 158 continues, and this year's event looks to be absolutely wide open. We'll have our first of many segments on how to become an owner. We're at the barn getting up close and personal with Groom Amanda Erwin, and it's our inaugural edition of Head to Head as two popular trainers reunite their rivalry. Talkin' Horse Racing starts right now. Here we are at Trackside, Woodbine Racetrack, first edition of Talkin' Horse Racing. Jason Portuondo, Jennifer Morrison. In a matter of days, Jen, this place is going to be jumping. I can't wait. Can't believe that it's right around the corner. And this year, of course, a two-day event, appropriately enough, Canada Day long weekend.
Just when you think the Queen's Plate can't get any bigger, Jason. It's the 158th edition. It's a two-day festival. There's horse racing, there's food, there's fashion. I mean, we're going to learn more about it in the next two shows that we're going to have of our show here. We have Carmen Day is going to tell us about it.
That's right, of course. She's the VP of Sales Events and Guest Experience.
You're going to expect great racing. It's going to be the traditional Queen's Plate race. But what's different this year is we have a two-day event, similar to what some of the American tracks, Australia, is doing. We want to boost this event and we want to have it over 2 days. The other thing is it's Canada's 150. So what better way to celebrate Canada's 150 than 2 days of great horse racing on Canada's birthday? We have the Dominion Stakes on the Saturday, and following that, we're going to have a concert. We have some great Canadian content. Our headliner will be Our Lady Peace, and supporting act will be Cardinal Official, which will be a lot of fun. And then on the Sunday, it's going to be Hats and Horseshoes by Stella. We're going to have the red carpet. We're going to have the social on site, as well as our fashion partners from Vaughan Mills, which are going to dress all our ladies to the nines, and as well as our official milliner with David Dunkley. So it's going to be a great day, and some things that are new is we have a VIP party in the paddock, which is going to be really fun, and we have the Amex Lounge, which is totally brand new, and that's going to be a VIP space that's in Hats and Horseshoes. And then to end the day, we're going to have matinees and then Goo Goo Dolls. It should be a good day. Well, this year I've got to go with Holy Helena. I know there's not like a real favorite going in, so I think she's got this. I'm going to go with Girl Power. I'm going to go for the ladies out here. I'm going with the filly, and Holy Helena is my pick this year.
Typical Carmen Day fashion, has to squeeze in a pick. Hey, that's a good choice because it's absolutely wide open. Wouldn't be surprised if Holy Helena is a main player in here.
Well, I think she's going to be one of the favorites, Jason. I mean, it's a big field, but it's, as we say, wide open. There's so many contenders to choose from. It's going to be great fun for the fans to pick one. We caught up with one trainer who's never won the plate, but he trains for a big stable, and this is a young horse. Malcolm Pierce is going to tell us a lot more about Malibu Secret.
It would sure be nice to win this race. We've been trying a few times. I haven't had that many starters, but thought we were going to get one up with the Birds a few years ago, but it didn't happen, so we've got to be trying again this year. First of all, you need the special horse, and then secondly, they need to be right on that day, and everything has to fall into place, and maybe you have to be a little bit lucky too.
Talk about Malibu Secret coming out of that race, the Marine Stakes. What did you think about that effort, and how has he been doing in the interim?
He's been doing very well. He's come back with two really nice works, and I mean, he's very lightly seasoned. The Marine was only his third start of his life, so you know, I'm hoping he's seasoned enough to handle a large field in a race like the Queen's Plate. I think he's got a good cruising speed, and you know, I think if he gets the right trip, I think he can handle the distance. I do still believe he's a little bit better on the grass, but unfortunately they don't run the Queen's Plate on turf, so we're gonna, you know, have to give it a try, and it's an unknown for everybody in the race. It is pretty wide open. You know, I don't know who's going to go off favorite, whether it's Channel Maker ran a good race in the Marine, the filly that won the Oaks has ran a good race. You know, I don't know who's going to be favorite come race day, to tell you the truth. So yeah, it is wide open.
Well, Jason, Sampson Farms has won the plate many times. They've
no doubt
been in existence since the late 60s, founded by the late Ernie Samuel. But there's a lot of owners that could win this race. I mean, look at all the different people that we're going to meet over the next couple of weeks as we preview the Queen's Plate.
Great year to be an owner, no doubt, for Canada's most prestigious stakes event. Speaking of which, getting new owners into the game is always very high on the priority list for those of us in the racing industry. Coming up on Canada Day, TOBA holding a very important seminar.
The Thoroughbred Owners and Breeders Association is based in United States in Lexington, Kentucky, and they are very well known, been around a long time. They are geared to getting people involved in horse racing, interested in horse racing, and doing it in an absolutely affordable way. Well, they're coming to Woodbine, courtesy of the Jockey Club of Canada on July 1st, and they're going to have a seminar.
Sounds good. Be an owner, brought to you by the Jockey Club of Canada. Here is Executive Director Melanie O'Sullivan.
The Thoroughbred Owners and Breeders Association are partnering up with the Jockey Club of Canada to kick off the first of the second day of the Queen's Plate Festival. This seminar will be held on July 1st, and the purpose of the seminar is to bring people from outside the industry inside and let them experience and learn a little bit more of what it is like to own a thoroughbred. There are many options for each individual, whether it be sole ownership, partnerships, syndicates. We basically just want everybody to know that everyone can have an option to own a racehorse and be successful and have a little bit of fun. There will be lots to do at Woodbine throughout the seminar, and we encourage that you just mention it to 1, 2, 3 people and hope for the best that they can sign up for the seminar and learn a bunch more and enjoy the experience and the fun that the thoroughbred racing has to offer.
Well, Jen, the men and women that work on the backstretch, no doubt doing it for the love of the animal, love of the game, because there are no Monday to Fridays, there are no 9 to 5s, and yes, weekends are all in play.
Look at Jason, we've done it. I mean, we spent our many years working on the backstretch. I was a hot walker, you an exercise rider. We love it. I mean, it's a wonderful industry to be involved in. Career-wise, it's great to be in the outdoors and with these wonderful animals.
This week's focus, Amanda Erwin, who is employed by trainer Mike Keogh at the barn, brought to you by OLG and Ontario Horse Racing.
You're not allowed to be there. My name's Amanda. I started working with horses when I was about 10. I would come in on the weekends with my parents and holidays and summers, and pretty much then is when I realized I wanted to work with horses. My first job was working for my dad, walking hots, and mostly I didn't want to walk though, so I stayed in the stalls as much as I could. I started with Mike when I was, I think, 17, and I've left for a little bit, and then I came back. I've been back for the last 6 years. I usually get here between 3:30, 3:45, just mucking out the stalls, cleaning the buckets, grooming the horses, getting them ready to train, and then bathing them and doing them up again afterwards. We kind of strive to, keep them happy and do everything we can to keep them calm and enjoy their job. And, it is a job for them, but we want them to enjoy what they're doing, because I think you're going to get more out of them if they enjoy what their life is about. I think, to have to get up at the hours that we do, it definitely has to be something you love doing. And it's just something that's just there for some reason. I don't even know what it is. There's just something special about them that makes you want to do this every day and come in. And I guess when you come in and the first thing they do is holler for you in the morning, and you know that they know you and that there's something between the two of you. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. It's just something that's there. And I think you either feel that way or you don't about them. Mega Gray is very nice to be around. He's a nice colt. He's always friendly, kind of a little bit on the playful side though, but he's very, very good to be around. We've had them all since they were babies. We've seen them at the farm when they were, weanlings and yearlings. So you really do get to see them grow up and progress, and you're definitely proud of them when you see them. And you know all the little things that they've overcome in their careers, and it's definitely this proud moment when you see them, accomplish something. Even, for us, some of them, it's not a stake race. Some of them, it's just getting to the races or just winning, anything. It's just we've seen what they've overcome from their whole life. So we definitely get that we get to see their whole careers.
Well, Jen, the precipitation, I can feel it, but it never rains on your parade. Time now for Jen's Gems. What the heck is Jen's Gems?
Well, Jason, every week I'm going to grab a couple of horses that I've been watching and looking at and waiting to bet them again. So I'm going to show you a couple of horses over Saturday and Sunday. let's make a couple of win bets.
I'm paying close attention. Jen's Gems, brought to you by 2001 Audio Video, home entertainment experts since 1971. Well, Jen, horse racing's obviously a fairly serious game, but let's loosen things up. Let's go head to head, if you will.
Okay.
We're gonna test the knowledge of, various personalities of this game because they think they know it all.
Oh, they always think they know it all, and we're going to talk to 2 trainers in this segment, and they think they know everything.
All right, time for our first head-to-head. A couple of top trainers going mano a mano. Mike Doyle, John Charlambis. Bit of a twist here, guys. No horse racing. General topics. You good with that?
Don't have a choice.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
Whatever you say.
Did we wake you guys up? Okay, let's go. We're going to do animals. Question number 1. You know the drill. A, B, C, or D? A, B, C. We'll keep it to that. The dog breed Chihuahua is believed to have been originated from what country? A, Spain, B, Dominican Republic, or C, Mexico? Chihuahua, Spain, Dominican Republic, or Mexico? Answers are, what is that?
C.
A C. And what is that? Oh, I know that's an A. He's right, it's Mexico. 0.
Spanish,
You're close enough. Well, they're all Spanish. Come on. Question number
They
2.
used to use them as pack mules till
you go.
the business got stronger.
What is the sleepiest animal in the world? Now, this animal sleeps around 22 hours a day. I don't know about you, but I'm jealous. Is it A, a cow, B, a koala, or C, a hippo? What animal sleeps the most? Cow, koala, or hippo? A, B, or C? Let's go. C, hippo. C, hippo. You're both wrong. It's B, koala. So you need this to stay alive. Mike, you get this, you're the winner. Final question. We're going into the water. What is the fastest fish in the ocean? A, a barracuda, B, a marlin, or C, sailfish? Fastest fish in the ocean. Barracuda, marlin, sailfish. Answers are barracuda, no. It is a sailfish. So he's done it to you again. Mike Doyle wins it 2-0.
It's a
Good
wealth
stuff.
of information.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
tell you.
dude.
And we didn't even talk golf, because then for sure he would have buried you, right?
He would have crushed
All right. All right, guys,
Actually,
thank you.
to be honest with you, don't feel bad, but I've always been a wealth of information.
it. I know you have. I know you have.
Ah, jeez. Way to go, guys. Thanks. Now, Jen, for newcomers, novices of the sport, it can be intimidating trying to digest all the information. There's a lot between, the racing program, the daily racing forum, tip sheets, whatever else have you. But there are so many ways to pick a winner.
Yeah, and we're going to, on Let's Make a Bet, this segment, we're going to focus on one angle every week, just to help you out a bit.
Okay.
This week, we're going to look at body language of horses. I can't tell you how many times that I've had people come to the races for the first time. Well, how do you know if you look at a horse? Can you tell if the horse is feeling good or has a chance to win? I say, of course there is. I mean, I want to look at horses when they're in the paddock. I want to look at the horses when they're walking onto the track. And I want to watch the horses when they're in the post parade, Jason. This is where you get a good look at them to see if they're upset or they're calm or they're walking with a mission. I have so many angles that I love. One of my favorite ones is a horse, as I said, walking with a purpose. Their tail is stuck out away from their butt, like someone threw a dart in there.
All right.
I love that angle. Ears up. You don't want a horse that's too excitable.
Okay.
Horses
Save that energy.
That's right. Save that energy. I mean, if you get a horse that's too excitable and too on their toes, then they start getting sweaty, and then you start seeing the white lather, between their legs, on their neck. That's called a horse that's washy. That's going to be bad news for the horse once he gets to the starting gate.
I agree. These horses obviously can't talk, but they show us a lot through body language. And we do know sweating is the natural cooling process, but you're right, most of the time it's a negative.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, can imagine if you're going to run in a race and you've been running around, you're getting all nervous and all excited, you're already sweating before you actually go out into the gate and run a race. You want your horse to be calm, on his toes, but just not too much, just with a mission on mind. And you can see that in a lot of post parades. Just come down to the paddock too and check it out. You'll see your horse.
Body language. Go with what your eyes are seeing, and that could be an easy way to pick a winner. Well, that's this week's Let's Make a Bet, brought to you by HPI Bet. One of the great benefits of becoming an HPI Bet member is you get 1 month of free streaming of racing from around the world for just signing up. That's a $100 value. Plus, for a limited time, you can get $100 when you sign up and bet $100 in your first 30 days. Time now to check out what's making headlines in the world of horse racing with The Latest, brought to you by 2001 Audio Video Home Entertainment Specialist since 1971. Woodbine Racetrack will be hosting a handicapping seminar Saturday, July 15th, starting at 11 a.m. No pre-registration is required. Join Woodbine head clocker / oddsmaker Ernie Perry and his special guests, Hall of Fame trainer Bob Tiller, track announcer Robert Geller, former jockey Doug Gibbons, and oddsmaker Greg Peacock. Canada's top horse racing venue is getting an extreme makeover. Woodbine Entertainment recently announced it's pledging over $10 million worth of upgrades for Mohawk Racetrack. The move will allow the Campbellville Oval to host harness racing year-round starting in 2018. The expectation now is the harness track at Woodbine will be converted into a second turf course. Woodbine will officially announce its plans at the Queen's Plate Draw June the 28th. Well, the first known recorded horse race in our country took place at Quebec City on July 1st, 1767. Yes, exactly 100 years before this country's confederation. That first race winner, a mare named Modesty, ridden by Captain Prescott, won a purse of $40. Modesty will be inducted into the Legends category of the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame this year. The induction ceremony will take place at Mississauga August 9th. Tickets are now on sale. Woodbine owner-breeder Ruth Barber has been pulling double duty recently, racing her incredible quarter horse Country Boy 123 at Ajax Downs. Barber, who last year campaigned Thoroughbred Stakes winner Bangkok, also owns Ajax 2016 Horse of the Year. That big Bay Gelding is already undefeated in 2 starts this season, having just won the $59,000 Pea Cove Maturity in track record time, June 18th, in front of a huge Father's Day crowd. That's the latest. We just are beating the rain. We got to get out of here. That's it for this first edition of Talkin' Horse Racing. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We've had a lot of fun bringing it to you. For Jen Morrison and the entire crew, I'm Jason Portwondo. Thanks for the company. We'll see you again next time. I think it was good. Want to do another one?
All right.
All right, sounds good.